my dad make bird feeders for my mom. She enjoyed watching the birds as they ate and played around, and she also enjoyed watching me and my dad spend time together. I chose this topic because building bird feeders was one of the memorable moments of my childhood. Informing others of how to build a bird feeder is important to me because I would like to show others how creative and interesting it is. The three most important topic, the three most important points of my topic are buying materials, assembling the feeder, and hanging the feeder. The first fundamental step to assembling a bird feeder is finding and buying the right materials. Some of your materials would be a peanut butter jar, a lid from a plastic container, a utility knife, a sturdy string, and a sturdy stick. Buying the right materials can be difficult, but it's one of the most important steps in putting a bird feeder together. And How to Make a Bird Feeder by Emily Feckenham. She says you need a plastic peanut butter jar to start out with. Also, a lid from a plastic container will be needed to attach one to the bottom of the jar. Feckenham also said you will need a utility knife to cut holes in the side of the jar. A sturdy string is required to run from the top of the jar to the bottom for hanging the feeder. A bag of birdseed and a sturdy stick are the last materials to acquire. The stick will be used for the bird to stand on. Once you've gathered all the recycled materials you need, you can start assembling your feeder. First thing you do is drill holes on either side of the peanut butter jar. Second thing is cut out feeding holes. Next, run string through the jar. Next, run stick through the jar. Next, attach a base to your jar, and the last one is fill it up. The actual process of putting the feeder together can be broken down into many steps. Drilling holes on either side of the jar for the string to pass through is your first step. Next, using your utility knife, cut out a few feeding holes for the birds. A sturdy stick is needed for the birds to perch on. Therefore, cut out two holes exactly opposite of each other for the stick to fit through. Approximate a length of string that will be long enough to pass through the jar and have a little left over for hanging your feeder. Attaching some type of base to the bottom of your jar is important because this base prevents the feed from getting out. After you have done that, add the birdseed of your choice into your jar. Now you are finally ready to hang your feeder. After you have finished assembling your feeder and are happy with your finished result, you can start to think of where you would like to hang your feeder. Protection for birds, ease in refilling and cleaning, and variety of heights equals variety of birds. Wherever you decide to hang your bird feeder is important because it can determine how many birds are attracted to it. According to Rick Miller and Attracting Birds to Your Backyard, protection for feeding the birds is essential because they must have a safe and stable environment to feed in. He believes in hanging a feeder where it's able to be refilled and cleaned easily. If you wish to have a variety of birds come to your feeder, vary the heights of your feeders. Some birds enjoy feeding close to the ground while others enjoy feeding above the ground. Now that you have heard all of these helpful tips, it's time for you to make your own bird feeder. Truthfully, building a bird feeder may seem a little challenging, but I can assure you it can be done. As long as you follow the steps of gathering the materials, following the instructions, and finding a good place to hang your feeder, it will be a breeze. So get out, go grab your recycled materials, and build your bird feeder.